Okay, so this lesson is literally reteaching you what you learned in kindergarten. We all know our patterns. Repeating patterns, basically taking shapes. So if I have a repeating pattern, basically, that's when either you have shapes or numbers that form a part that repeats. That's fancy talk for basically triangle, square, square, trapezoid, triangle, square, square, trapezoid. When I am doing patterns, the only thing that really will get me into trouble is losing track of the pattern. So what I do is when I find a pattern, I find what my key is. What is the actual repeating part? What's getting repeated? Triangle, square, square, trapezoid. Triangle, square, square, trapezoid. I try and say it so that there's a rhythm. And I can figure out that triangle, square, square, trapezoid is my key. That's the main pattern. That's what's getting repeated. If I were on a computer and I were to highlight this and copy it and paste it over and over and over again, it would be then pasting into a pattern. So if the question is, what is the main part that repeats in this pattern? The main part that repeats is triangle, square, square, trapezoid. Okay, so if that was a question, that's why we put a circle around so we know that's the main thing. So if I look at number 1 in my book, and it shows a little rectangle, big rectangle, medium rectangle, little rectangle, big rectangle, medium rectangle. Little rectangle, big rectangle, and that's where it stops. So I need to figure out what my key here is. What's getting repeated? Small, big, medium, small, big, medium, small, big. Okay, so my repeating, what I'm going to put a box around is small, big, medium. That's my key. That's my main thing there. So small, big, medium. And when you say it, it actually helps to say it out loud or to even just make a sound. Even if you hum as you're doing it, that will help you hear a pattern. This is when we bring in more of our senses. You touch, you give it a label, or you hum. La, 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 la. What's missing? La. It's missing the medium guy. So there are lots of different ways. You could just say small, big, medium, small, big, medium, small, big, medium. So you can then kind of go, but there's lots of different ways to do it to make patterns easier. Now the question here, well, not the question, it asked me to find the next 3 shapes. So that was the first shape. So small, big, medium, small, big, medium, small, big, 2, 3. Those are the 3 that I just added. If I were to keep going and give more than 3, that's fine. Now, it's not always in shapes. Sometimes there are patterns in numbers. And not patterns on add 2, plus 3, subtract 2. It's actual just like looking at the numbers repeating themselves. So let's look at this number pattern. 9, 2, 7, 6, 9, 2, 7, 6, 9. To find your key, you just start saying it out loud to yourself. 9, 2, 7, 6. 9, 2, 7, 6. Okay, so what's my key?
9, 2, 7,
9, 2, 7, 6. That's what's getting repeated. If it wants the next three numbers, okay, 9, 2, 7, 6. 9, 2, 7, 6. So touching it, making that kind of rhythm with your hand, changing your voice so you're not just going 9, 2, 7, 6, 9, 2. Like give yourself that beat, that rhythm. 9, 2, 7, 6. 9, 2, 7, 6. You'll hear it. Okay. What about, let's skip 3, let's go to 4. It's giving me shapes again, and it's going triangle, circle, circle, triangle, circle, circle, triangle, circle. It's asking, what is the 10th shape in the pattern below? Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's my 10th shape. The reason I set myself up like this first is so that I make sure that I'm actually giving the right answer. I might accidentally give the 9th shape or the 11th shape and have the correct shape, but the question was the 10th shape. So when I plan ahead like this and show, like, here's how many more I need to add, here's how many more, but I need this one to get the actual answer, that's where we can make mistakes. It might not be that you're getting the pattern itself wrong, it's that maybe you just gave the wrong one. Careless mistakes can be our worst enemy. So what's my key here? Triangle, circle, circle, triangle, circle, circle. What's my key?
Triangle, circle, circle.
Triangle, circle, circle. Why is it not triangle, circle, circle, triangle?
Because because then next it would be
Right, you'd have to have a second triangle in there. So if my pattern is triangle, circle, circle, triangle, circle, circle, triangle, circle, circle, triangle. So the answer is the 10th shape is a triangle. Cool? Cool. I mean, really, that's what this lesson's all about. It's finding that key. It's planning ahead. Let's do 2 more together. Let's look at number 6, because number 6 is a doozy. Those arrows are going to be so confusing with how they're drawn. So you got to really help yourself out there. Don't make them all 3D like that. So up, down, left, right. Up, down, left, right, up.
Wait, why aren't we doing 5?
I skipped it. So it said the next 3 shapes. So I set myself up. 1, I'm not going to use arrows there. 1, 2, 3. What are my next 3 shapes? I set myself up for the next 3 things that I need so I know how far I need to go. So I've written the pattern down that I see. I've told myself how much more I need to add to it. And now I go back to the beginning and I find my key. Up, down, left, right. Up, down, left, right. You hear it?
Yeah, up, down,
Yeah.
left, right.
Up, down, left, right. It sounds like you're trying to do some cheat code on a video game. So if my key is up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. Okay? And now let's do a word problem together on this. Let's look at number 14. Marcus is using shapes to make a pattern. He has twice as many circles as squares. Make a pattern that will use all the shapes. Ooh, okay, so now I gotta actually go back and think. He's using shapes to make a pattern. He has twice as many circles as squares. So that means if I have 1 square, I would have 2 circles, right?
Yeah.
So I could do square, circle, circle, square, circle, circle. I could do square, square, circle, 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 circle. Square, square, circle, 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 circle. I am not going to do any further than that because I value my time and yours. But It's one of those, it sounds kind of weird, but if you just start writing it down, it starts to make more sense. Cool?
Yeah, this isn't even write it down.
Cool. All right.